सेशन मैं किसी को हैंड ओवर करने वाला नहीं हूँ।
हाँ, वो तो आपका ही है।
अब ये सेशन मैं लूंगा एंड मैं लूंगा पेपर 7, ट्रेनिंग, मेजरमेंट एंड इवैल्यूएशन। और कैसा चल रहा है क्लास?
क्लास तो बढ़िया है सर।
क्लास बढ़िया है। मैंने चैट में ना वो फीडबैक गूगल फॉर्म डाला है,
ठीक है।
आप एक बार उसको यूज करके देखना इन बिटवीन
हम्म,
एंड लेट मी नो योर फीडबैक।
श्योर।
फिर वो एक लड़की थी, श्रेया चौहान, she was asking about कि whether we have the recording of this.
हाँ हाँ।
उसका भी मैंने चैट में लिखा है and it is for all basically. We are recording this class for the benefit of all. And what I do basically, it gets recorded in my computer, and then by evening I transfer this to YouTube. From the same computer it gets transferred.
हाँ।
So I transfer it to my YouTube channel, and that link basically I send it to ISTD.
ओके।
So I don't know, they do something, they must be downloading and something, and they upload or give a link to ISTD.
हाँ, वो ग्रुप में कभी कभी देखता हूँ, सारे तो नहीं आए बट
काफी सारा है उसमें।
हाँ,
मैंने भी देखा है। I mean there are plenty of those things are available.
इनफैक्ट सर, उससे मुझे जो बेटर लगा,
हाँ
उसके थ्रू मैं आपके ये में जाकर के मैं सर्च करता हूँ तो मुझे ज्यादातर मिल जाता है।
हाँ, मेरा तो मतलब चूंकि एक
हाँ।
मैंने डायरेक्टरी भी बना दिया है एंड आई लोड ऑल क्लास।
तो उसमें क्या है, वो मुझे सारा ही मिल जाता है फिर।
हाँ, so you can get that. And second thing, as far as the PPT is concerned, you should not worry much about. I will try to send, I think, this week or by next week, but certainly before exam. And you can request other also faculties if they send me. Like I think Mrs. Vandana Tyagi was telling how to send to the. Although you see, when I send the email, if you remember, I send the email and all email is there basically. It's not hidden, right? So, but no problem. If they send me the PPT, I will also request them. I'll send it to all.
ठीक है सर।
Right?
Right, sir.
So in this tough time in pandemic, we are privileged to have our classes online, and thanks to technology per se, and this Zoom, who has given application, and they are quite reasonable. They charge every month from my account 1,500 rupees.
अच्छा।
They have taken my Citibank card, and without asking me, they deduct.
तो हम लोग तो फ्री में ही यूज कर रहे हैं।
हाँ, फ्री में भी यूज कर सकते हैं, but for this class basically because it's 1.5 hour class, free is only for 40 minutes.
हाँ।
So for this class, we use this paid Zoom, and ISTD pays. I mean, it's not I am paying.
हाँ।
ISTD is paying this money. Rupesh Roy and Arnav Sen Gupta. Good afternoon to you all. Are you there or are you still having lunch? After lunch, I think it's a difficult time. So accordingly, we undertake this, right? I'll just try to find my PPT. So today is the 5th class. of
हाँ,
training, measurement and evaluation. And most part, I think, has been covered widely. I hope you people are getting a catch. रुपेश जी, कैसे हैं आप?
सर बढ़िया सर। आज मेरे यहाँ नेट की बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है, कभी कनेक्ट हो रहा है, कभी बंद हो जा रहा है। बहुत
मैंने तो
बैंडविड्थ
अपने
इतना
घर में
लो है।
मैंने अपने घर में सब कुछ ऑफ करवा के रखा है। बोले भाई, जिस दिन आईएसटीडी का
नहीं
क्लास लगेगा उस दिन कोई टीवी नहीं देखेगा, कोई कंप्यूटर ऑन नहीं करेगा, केवल अपना मोबाइल, अपना कनेक्शन सब ऑन करेगा। तो बड़ा लफड़ा
अच्छा,
है।
हाँ, मोबाइल से कनेक्ट करता हूँ तो बीच बीच में रुक जाता है। बहुत आज डिस्टर्ब हुआ है, फर्स्ट क्लास में भी बहुत। तो
मोबाइल
हाँ,
से तो
समझ नहीं आता।
आई थिंक दिक्कत है बेसिकली, बट आई फील
बहुत बहुत
ब्रॉडबैंड
प्रॉब्लम।
अगर है तब जाकर आपका थोड़ा सा ठीक है।
हाँ, ब्रॉडबैंड ही है, एयरटेल का है, बट बीच बीच में ब्रेक हो रहा है बहुत।
ओके, I think you are able to see my presentation. I'll start with.
यस सर, यस सर।
हाँ,
That's nice. I think it's coming as I am also able to see.
yes sir.
So good afternoon to you. This is the 5th class, and I am Wing Commander KK Verma. I am author of the book Unlearn Before You Learn. So are we unlearning before we want to learn something new? Does it make sense?
Yes.
यस सर, यस सर।
I'm thankful to Dr. Babulal. He keep mentioning about this, my unlearning concept, because in one of the seminar, I keep organizing some seminar, workshop kind of thing. Long back, he attended one of the workshop. And since then, he feels we need to basically unlearn things to accept the new technology, new methods, new system. I mean, new things.
Yeah.
Basically. But very few people even appreciate. As on date, they don't appreciate because of some reason or other. So,
Actually, unlearn the very word is nowhere. अगर आप डिक्शनरी में भी खोजिएगा, अनलर्न का मतलब है भूल जाना, whereas unlearning is not forgetting.
हाँ।
तो
नहीं, गूगल में तो और भी कुछ कलाकार लिखा हुआ है। गूगल में आप देखेंगे अनलर्न का हिंदी मीनिंग जो आता है ना, अनलर्न मीनिंग इन हिंदी,
हाँ,
तो उसमें लिखा है पढ़ना नहीं।
हाँ,
पढ़ना नहीं।
पढ़ना नहीं।
तो बहुत लोग मेरे को बोलते हैं अनलर्न का मतलब ये तो नहीं है कि आई हैव नॉट टू स्टडी एनीथिंग, आई हैव नॉट टू डू एनीथिंग।
अनपढ़ रह जाना,
अनपढ़ रहना, वो समझते हैं अनलर्न का मतलब ये। But there are certain issues, and as far as me, author of Unlearning is concerned, I have been struggling this for more than 20-30 years now. I don't know, मेरे दिमाग में पता नहीं 30 साल 40 साल पहले ये बात आ गया कि we have to unlearn things. And when I say unlearn, I literally mean like learning. Like we do learning, we have to do unlearning lot of things. मतलब अगर हम किसी चीज को भूलना या उसको डिस्कार्ड करना चाहते हैं तो उसका पूरा प्रोसेस डेवलप करना पड़ता है. We have to develop a process by which we can remove the impact of certain things in our life. So that is what is unlearning, and that is so very tough. And even a few of the researchers in the foreign universities, they try to copy, and generally I have found, I mean, I'm not boasting myself. Whatever I had written, they try to write opposite actually. And they say that is unlearning.
yes.
So if sometime I confront them, it will be easy to argue with them. But otherwise, till the time this happens, I have to develop this idea and keep telling people. Because any new idea, it takes a lot of time actually.
Of course.
You see, even you remember when digital thing came, or computer came, nobody believed we can have a computer, we can have a desktop, and it can provide us so many facilities. So similarly, even when smartphone is again very latest and recent, even mobile phone came. I mean, people believed, oh, it could be only for the rich people and nobody else. But subsequently, we find everybody is using mobile phone. Even your maid servant and Mali. So, but it takes time. It takes time, and lot of efforts is needed basically with that change. But then unlearning is that way important, and it gives us tools basically to deal with the uncertainty what we find. And especially in such courses, when you undertake, suppose you read or study a lot of new things, so you will find if you are doing unlearning, it helps you to deal with those informations wisely. Today's task is overview of the last class, and today's topic is data analysis and statistical methods of evaluation. Before we conclude, in your course curriculum, data analysis is written at one place, and by which we take out the gist of it and try to find out what is this all about, data analysis and statistical methods, right? So we will see in today's class. Today is the 5th class of the 7th class. But we just do review. So Rupesh, I think Sudeep had just gone for a water. What are the theories and model of evaluation? If we just remember it once again.
Yes, sir. Judge, we have discussed the Kirkpatrick model, Kaufman model, zero. These are all models we have discussed already.
Kirkpatrick, Hoffman, Zero, and Philip, right? In Kirkpatrick, we had 4 factors.
Yes, sir.
In Kaufman, we went for 5th one.
Yes, sir.
In
5.
Zero, we have 4 factors.
4.
Five.
And in
Phillips
Phillips,
again 5.
we
Yes.
again went
5.
5. So we dealt with the social
Five.
and other factors, right?
Yes, yes.
And then in last class, we did the evaluation instruments and then studied
Yes.
about the attitudes and values. You remember?
Yes, sir.
So this
Yes, yes.
attitude and values are very important because as far as the training is concerned, I mean, frankly speaking, before this ISTD, I got literally involved for last 10, 12 years. This attitude and value thing in training as an engineer, as a trainer, I never took it very seriously. But subsequently, I find unless you integrate these value system, your learning cannot sustain for the long time. You will be surprised. I have trained people at a very high level, becoming an engineer, becoming a doctor, becoming an officer, and I mean, my students are positioned at a very high level, but subsequently, I find the biggest thing they lack is their attitude and values, because of which people are not able to grow further. I'm not sure how many you agree totally on this, but we will study one by one again and try to find out how this affects actually. So as far as the attitude is concerned, it depends upon three different components, right? Cognitive component, emotional component, and behavioral component. Generally, most of the classes you see or training you also impart, we believe in knowledge and information and wisdom and all those things. Try to develop the cognitive components. However, this cognitive affects the attitude, we hardly come to know. And there it is a problem. Similarly, when it comes emotional components, you see the feelings, relations. I mean, unless until people are emotionally developed, people are growing with time, they become mature, they become more team oriented. That is where the emotional components become very important. And finally, behavioral components, which decides your habit and attitude. Because in due course of time, you will find this becomes your habit, this becomes your attitude. And most of the time, you don't come to know what has impacted, where you have gone wrong. And your attitude or habit is not basically synced with the right approach. And it requires a lot of efforts basically. So we must have in our mind as a trainer, attitude is composed of three components. One is cognitive component, emotional component, and behavioral component. So when you want attitude to be developed, you must see what kind of knowledge they need. That's why we find a lot of quotation things comes. We keep telling story about some successful people, and ultimately we try to develop the good attitude in them. But then that remains a challenge. As far as the types of attitudes are concerned, this could be positive, negative, or neutral, as we discussed last time. And in positive, negative attitude, we all know these are very familiar, basically. And if I ask anyone, they will say, yes, these are the negative attitude, these are the positive attitudes. But how many of you, how many of us are able to distinguish between when we are angry, when we are frustrated, when we become pessimistic, or when we become cynical, or we call it flexible as a positive attitude, we remain humble as a positive attitude, gratefulness as a positive attitude. Many a time we conflict between these two. And even we say gratefulness, suppose we try to reflect as a positive attitude, but most of the time we listen or face gratefulness as a weaknesses. Gratefulness as a weaknesses. And even gratefulness could be termed as a jealous, could be castists, could be egoist. So there are what I feel total contradictions and confusions. And that is what, as a trainer, we need to resolve these. Right? Jitender, how are you?
Sir, fine, sir.
Great to see you.
Thank you, sir.
You're back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we have Arnav Sen Gupta with us. Arnav? So coming back to positive and negative attitude, you will find even in WhatsApp, there are a lot of things which are going on. Just take a simple example, even blaming a prime minister. I mean, it is becoming so common. People call it a positive, the same thing, and same thing people may call it negative. The same thing, some may say, as a prime minister, he is the most successful person. The others say, as a prime minister, he is destroyed the country. So it's a very contradictory. Similarly, we call it positive or negative. This confidence, the same confidence of a prime minister or confidence of any individual or professional, the same thing can be termed as jumlabaji. Your confidence could be taken as a egoist. You see the term we have used, egoist. So there, as a trainer, you have to be very specific in recognizing the importance of these words. And then how are you going to communicate to the people? How are you going to communicate the participants? Suppose I tell Rupesh, you have to be confident. Yes, Rupesh becomes confident. But when he becomes egoist, how will I monitor and control? I tell Jitender, suppose you become a determined person. He became determined. But when he become regionalist, he is determined, but he become regionalist. He may become determined, but he is angry. So you have to, as a trainer, it is very difficult proposition. So that's why you see, especially in Indian culture, if I remember, people used to say, like, you have two, three, like you have guru, who always consider you guru, then only you can learn something from him and keep learning for the longer time. But invariably in the professional training, I had been for 20 years in Indian Air Force. For last 15 years, I have organized so many workshops and so many training. But invariably, suppose these aspects to be transmitted to the participants, it becomes very challenging. If I tell them, learn some habits to create or respect your guru, it is invariably cannot be transmitted very easily. Rupesh? Do you feel such challenges transmitting this to the participants become very difficult? Suppose you want to make him confident, at the same time he becomes egoist.
Right, sir. Sometimes
How,
definitely we feel that.
how will you deal with this? I mean, first, if you can tell one or two situations, if it happens, and then how can you deal with?
Hmm.
Any idea?
What I feel, sir, ice breaking is the most important factor, in this process. Because before any training program, icebreakers definitely must be, in a very smart way we have to do, so that people will feel comfortable and, they don't perceive as they want.
Okay.
So it's as a trainer, we must be I mean, we must be do this ice breaking activity
Okay.
to make them feel comfortable so that they cannot, I mean, go beyond your periphery area. What I feel.
So
I'm
you
just-
you mean to say some boundaries to be set?
Yes, for the time being, definitely some boundary has to be set.
Okay. Acha, remembering this boundary, I think I try to remember from our uh, ancestral teachings or old teachings. Suppose respect for a guru. Even
Yes, sir.
suppose we communicate this, it may not be very easy to communicate.
Right, sir.
Or how can it be made more effective? Because nowadays in training, this respect for guru or respect for parents and respect for elder generally vanishes, are generally
Right, sir.
vanishing because of the technological upgradation. They have moved very fast. Knowledge have got transferred. So these are the
Yeah,
challenges.
one more thing we do. Yeah, definitely, sir. One more thing we can do. I mean, as a trainer, how fast we match the frequency of as a trainer and to the frequency of the trainees. So if we match them, then definitely things will get more easier for trainer.
Okay. Jitender, are you there? Or Sudeep? You must be listening, Sudeep.
Yeah.
So respect for guru or elder. How can you communicate this to your participants?
सर ये दिखाने से होता है, मतलब वन हैज टू बी लीडिंग बाय एग्जांपल. पहली बात तो ये है कि ट्रेनिंग पीरियड इज टू शॉर्ट अ पीरियड. ये जो परवरिश की बात है, अपब्रिंगिंग की बात है, उसको मे बी अगर एक वीक का भी ट्रेनिंग है उसमें इम्पार्ट करना इज अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट जॉब. बट एज अ ट्रेनर आवर बिहेवियरली वी शुड बी द रोल मॉडल्स. दैट इज द ओनली थिंग, बिकॉज लेक्चर देने से ये होगा नहीं.
Right. It's a very long process.
इट्स अ लॉन्ग प्रोसेस. तो
Right.
जो भी मे बी जितने भी देर पार्टिसिपेंट हमारे साथ हैं इन ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम, वी शुड बी रोल मॉडल एज अ what we demonstrate as part of our behavior. So that is something which maybe rub in onto them. Otherwise वो मतलब it is not something जो इतनी आसानी से हम ट्रेन कर सकते हैं किसी को.
Right. But why I mentioned here and giving an importance on this, because as a trainer, you must be responsible enough to communicate these habits, these attitudes.
Communicate, and more than communicate, demonstrate.
You are using the word demonstrate, but demonstrate generally what happens? Any students you see, because they keep seeing WhatsApp and Facebook. Even if you demonstrate something, the moment they go out, they see something else.
Something else. वो है दिक्कत.
So that gets enforced in their mind more than what you try to demonstrate or convey.
Yeah.
How will they judge if this is what is the best? So as a teacher, as a trainer, I think that part becomes very important. So whether you prepare a content, whether you prepare a training program, whether you prepare a training evaluation or measurement, if you keep these things in mind, I think it will be more purposeful.
Yeah, of course.
Right? I think these are still very debatable, but we can go ahead and keep talking.
Yeah, we can make a small beginning, maybe over a period of time. बार ऐसा interaction होते maybe things start changing slightly for better.
Correct.
But it's a very long drawn process.
It's a long process. Even in society, doing it such thing is very long process.
Very long.
Because it doesn't happen, and especially in today's world when we have a technology at hand, you see, we are most of us are information overload. We have a lot of information and knowledge floating across. What is the best knowledge? How will we know? So that becomes a challenge, and that is, this challenge is not today's, because I am an electronics engineer of 1980s. Even in 80s, I used to tell people we are passing through information overload and we have to be very cautious. So whenever I had to communicate, I communicate to the people good thing or futuristic thing. The moment they go out, there are hundred of sources which tell them something else. Rather opposite. Rather opposite to what I tell.
True.
So how will a trainer, you all are passing, I mean, undergoing this course, and I'm sure, I mean, most of you have potential, most of you have a capability, and you want to become the best trainer, and you want to achieve success in your profession. But how will you recognize the good thing and best thing? So that challenge is always with you as well as when you communicate to others. So that challenge is with me as well as when I have to communicate to others. It's not very easy to communicate and pass on. That is where, when I was trying to discuss this and trying to work out this, I thought this must be emphasized and communicated. Okay. Now come to values. This is also very important, because today we are in, you see, we are in a very serious situation. Pandemic is here. Pandemic is not the, I mean, basically pandemic is not what has been brought by Sri Narendra Modi or Sri Rahul Gandhi ji or Sri Arvind Kejriwal. But all of them talk like someone from India, someone government, they have brought pandemic. Something like this they keep talking. Even journalists, you see, who appear on the newspaper or come on TV channels, you see, they give so much misinformation. And there, what you get perturbed, basically, I think all of us, I keep getting a lot of queries from the people. They express their fear to me. They say, sir, what is happening in this country and how the people are talking like this? So basically, somewhere you see the values of the life, we are unable to either get through in our DNA or in our education system or in our training system. And it creates a lot of hassles. Right? So when we talk about values, I think one or two very ambiguous also we can talk courage. Now, if we talk about one aspect, courage, with every trainer, courage, the meaning of courage is different. Every individual, you see, the meaning of courage is different. One will say abusing Prime Minister is a courage. One will say praising Prime Minister is a courage. One will say you are not taking a stand because you are not courageous. One will say you are taking a stand because you don't know, you are ignorant. So even suppose a word called courage, it's not very easy to understand and it's not very easy to communicate. Unless, like earlier when I said, or earlier time before we had something like, suppose we consider someone is a guru, someone is an elder, we can still believe, have faith on them, faith on that person, and then consider, yes, he is a good person or a good gentleman, he is like a guru and he is telling us right. Many of us may consider Baba Ramdev a guru and follow him. Many of you may consider Baba Ramdev, whatever knowledge we have got, we may consider he is a chore. That becomes the devastation of the value system. And that puts a lot of challenge on every one of us. And in today's environment, when we are talking about, we must, as a trainer, we must keep these things in mind, the changing scenario. And it is very important, right? Rupesh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shall we move ahead?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now for the today's, suppose we start with the training audit. Training audit, I mean, we all in last 4 class, we had all those different things, starting from stakeholders of training, then evaluation strategies, then we learned about theories and model of evaluation, then we learned about the tools and methods of evaluation. Today in data analysis and statistical methods, we are basically trying to learn about audit. So in a conventional way, we can say the training audit is a diagnostic tool which helps us to understand what is the level of training program or what is the level of training going on. It is useful when the organization is ready to act on its finding. Any audit you do, it's a similar fashion. It could be part of a larger audit covered by HR audit like HRIS, recruitment, compensation, benefits, performance management, termination, right? On the similar way, we can have audit for training. But one thing is very important. Audit for training is useful only when either the management side or HR head side, you have the person who takes responsibility of the result of this audit. They are ready to amend. They are ready to take corrective action. Right? So for today's class, we will see what are the different aspects of audit. Any one of you have undertaken any such thing like training audit in either organization or in your personal level? Rupesh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Every year
You do audit?
there has been a. No, we
Huh?
don't do. I mean, we don't do audit. I mean, as a HR person, we don't do audit, but audits are going on. I mean, every year.
Okay, audit for the training.
Training and I mean other HR functions,
HR activities.
HR activities.
Okay. So we will discuss one by one. Sudeep, you.
Yes, I have been part of HR audit, not per se training audit,
Not per se training audit.
but HR audit, which also includes training. Training component is also there, a part of HR audit.
Okay. So I think that statement we can discuss. If suppose in audit, we give some remarks or some results or some suggestions. So is it important management or HR heads or whoever is in a position to do some corrective actions? They must do corrective actions. That is important.
Yeah, of course. Actually, it happens also. because the whole purpose of conducting this audit is improvement. And
Correct.
unless you accept the fact that yes, there are some lacuna or some areas of improvement on which the organization needs to work and change, there's no purpose of conducting the audit in the first place.
Correct.
So
So there should be an environment where your audit is received, and then accordingly the corrective actions are taken for the improvement of the training program or for the outcome or for the whatever it is.
yeah,
Audit. No?
yes,
Now,
So as a ISO certified company, it is mandatory. I mean, audit, HR audit, and this training audit is mandatory.
correct.
So they do internal audit, they do an external also. Sometimes they do, whenever
Okay.
it is needed.
Right. So training audit, we will try to find out in a various aspects. Like you are undergoing postgraduate diploma course. So training audit, we will try to find out what are the scopes, what are the steps, what are the objectives of training audit, checklist, level, quality, functions, benefits, standard. I mean, these are the different parameters we try to find out of training audits. Right? We'll take up one by one. Scope of training audit. Scope could be like technical training. So training audit, I mean, what are the technical training, whether it is being done as per the standard or not. Similarly, OJT training and management, that also could be the part of training audit. Sales management, quality and other training activities. So whether sales, management, quality, they are improving, new hire training, supervisory training, manufacturing training. So all these kind of training could come under training audit. Right? Starting from technical training to manufacturing training or new hire training, supervisory training, any kind of training. I mean, the scope of training audit can be for any kind of training, mid-level manager training or senior level manager training. All those could be the scope of the training audit. Now, objectives of training audit. What are the objectives of training audit? The first is establishment of a standard for each training activity. So any training activity, we need to establish a standard. So training audit basically helps us to establish a standard. That should be the objective of the training audit. We must discuss about the SOPs. These are the things we need to do for each training activity. Then regular assessment of actual training process against the standards. And once we set the standard and in actual training which are going on, we will find out how they are matching. Whether the standard which we have set or the training which are going on should coincide, or rather should be improved, improving the training outcomes. It must audit whenever we do, it must improve the training outcomes and enhancing organizational productivity. And ultimately for any training, you see, we must focus, the productivity should increase. It means the efficiency of the people, efficiency of the participants or staff or worker or managers must improve, because then only that will enhance the organizational productivity. These could be objectives of training audit? Rupesh? So whenever suppose you become the part of the training audit team and you are told to prepare a checklist. So prepare something like this. Besides this, you can have a lot of other parameters. You can have like environmental interface, training need, then management, how the management, training managements or management for the training program are taking place, how the learning is achieved or learning happens, design, what are the design, implementation, and then evaluation, what are the evaluation process. So these are the different checklists we prepare, right? Then coming to functions of training audit. Training audit can be used to assess the health of the training activities. Right? The training audit can be used to assess the health of the training activities. So what are the functions of training audit? It can monitor the health of the training activities. It assesses the degree to which the training needs of the company are met and draw action plan for improvement. It acts like a catalyst to review and discussion among trainers. It serves as blueprint for management action. Training audit, it is very important that this must give some blueprint for the management action so that management can take some necessary actions for the improvement of the training program in their organization. And their management is basically focusing on like organizational productivity or efficiency of the employees. So that should be achieved. Standards of training audit. So when we talk about the standard, I mean, invariably you see it is very important the validity and relevance of the training needs. So training program, when it has been planned, conceived, and executed, it is very important that the validity and relevance of the training need is confirmed. The methods of identifying the trainees. Then training design, design of assessments, then infrastructure, facilities, availabilities, and preparedness. So suppose today we have the online classes, so we must have like our internet should function well, our computer should be okay, and there should not be the much problem. All should be prepared, speaker and then other accessories should work. Then level of preparedness of faculty, that also should be the part of the standard of the training audit. Implementation of training, then monitoring and control, there should be there as a standard, right? When we talk about steps in training audit, it should start with the familiarization. I mean, anybody who comes for the audit, you also must have experienced in your organization or whoever does it. He takes a few days time to get familiarized with the training and with the task. So then auditing the client, auditing the program organizer, auditing the consumer, presenting the report to management, and tasking action agencies. So these are the steps generally we follow. Rupesh? In HR also, suppose HR activity you do audit, you follow the similar steps almost.
Yes, sir.
So you, you go as per these steps only.
Almost the same, sir. Like here, the facilitator and all. Mostly the different functions of the whole department, HR functions, they are segregated, and for each function, what are their key deliverables, and what are the processes that they follow, and what are the improvement points. Mostly on those lines, things are audited.
Okay. So audit basically either client, program organizer, facilitator. That is what is written. Trainer, or suppose in HR we do. So it all goes with the HR processes, HR activities,
That's
or
right.
your staff.
Not staff, sir. It is only about the process.
About the process mainly.
Yeah, yeah.
Correct. So auditing the consumer.
Consumer here is the internal customers, HR department. So different functions, their feedback is also taken. How is HR delivering on the
Different
services
departments.
that they are to different departments?
Right. Like
These things are
sales,
audited.
manufacturing, or
Yeah, manufacturing, sales, marketing.
marketing. So they are also taken into account.
Yeah, their feedback is taken.
And then presenting the report to management.
Yeah.
So that also is a very important aspect. So
one of the most important and difficult, because
most important.
Yeah, because for that the top management need to have a very open mind and big heart. You are telling them your shortcomings.
Shortcomings.
So in my training programs, particularly on communication, I use one phrase very commonly. That it takes nerve to give feedback, and it needs nerve of steel to take feedback.
That is true. It's very tough.
Yeah.
Giving feedback is still, giving feedback also is very tough. And taking feedback is very, very, very tough.
Yeah,
that's
true.
why in the beginning, you see, we started with a training audit with the same presumptions. The management should be ready to correct, take action for the improvement. Because this improvement thing is not very easy to come. Improvement doesn't come easily.
Actually, first of all, one has to accept that there is shortcoming and they need to improve.
Correct. That acceptance itself is very tough.
Very tough.
So something like we say, the recognizing the problems. Even in any company, you go, what my experience says, you go to any company, you say there are some problems, you will not find many people who are ready to accept there are problems. So this audit thing becomes very difficult task, basically, because you are pinpointing the problems and trying to tell there is some corrective solution. First, the people will not accept there are problems, and then even if you suggest some solutions, they will say generally, like naysayer, somebody was mentioning dysfunctional behavior, naysayer. So they will say, no, nothing can be done. I remember when I joined a company, institution. I don't know whether you have heard about IET, Institution for Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers. Its office was in Lodi Road.
Okay.
It's a story of 2008 actually. 2008. It was just the beginning, basically. It was a very crazy time going on, like the first decade of 21st century. And that time it was fashion when APJ Abdul Kalam was about to become the president, and there were a lot of hue and cry. So a lot of discussion was going on. By 2020, India will become a developed nation. So a lot of crazy ideas were going on. So that time I joined this institution, IET. The moment I joined the institution, since the time, even the Director General, he was a brigadier there. And then there was a very, Mr. Arora, very influential person at a very high position. Both of them gave me the signal like, sir, यहाँ पर nothing can be done. Not even you can remove a switch. So that was the scene like. And you will not believe, it was such a difficult environment, telling people that there are opportunities, you can change. It was so difficult. And then slowly, because as we discussed in the earlier also, it takes a lot of time, changing attitude, changing perceptions. People want to change, but the moment you tell ki there is a problem and you have to change, they say no, I am okay, my thing is okay. But after 2.5 years, when I was living, I left that organization in 2.5 years because I thought I've done my enough job, because all the 5 floors in that building got completely changed. Every office got new computer with the network and connectivity, and there are a lot of change. Beyond the scope of me, I joined as a assistant secretary over there. Beyond the scope of myself, I brought the change in that organization. But change is very difficult, and then I left that, because I have been working on these change, and I find the people generally, even if you tell there are problems, the people will not accept it easily. Forget about changing. Sudeep?
Yes, sir.
So generally the ego, I think, of senior management or even employees at the lower staff.
True.
Senior staff, generally the ignorance comes in picture. Because of ignorance, they are rigid and they don't want to change. And below staff, again, I think there is all those issues, serious.
Inertia है, sir.
Inertia है, ignorance है, and ego है, because everyone has their ego actually.
Yeah.
So that's why this audit becomes very, very difficult. Because
Sir, in
everybody.
this,
Yes, Rupesh.
actually, in this, organization values plays a lot. A lot.
Correct.
Because organization values जो है वो बहुत important role play करता है. Otherwise, accepting the shortcomings, and it's not an easy job. So most of the organization, I mean, 70% don't accept to, I mean, change. That is the problem actually nowadays in
Hmm.
many organizations.
But then it takes a lot of time.
Actually needs commitment of the top management. अगर top management committed है, then things
Yes,
becomes
definitely.
easy.
So values definitely, I mean, comes from the top management only. So that is the
हाँ.
I mean, fortunately in India, I think Sudeep, you will agree, there are a lot of changes which have taken place last 4-5 years because the things have moved from very top level.
Hmm.
Like directly from the Prime Minister, he organized the video conferencing, video calls, and all those things.
Hmm.
So the changes are coming from there. So even in organization, if the top management is ready and willing, but invariably you find the top management are not that comfortable enough with those changes. They remain fearful, basically. Either they fear the change will be good or change will give a good result. So all those things comes in picture. Either they don't have the bigger picture, they don't have ideas. No?
Yeah, of course.
Jitender, are you there? I
Yes,
think
sir.
we are not hearing you. I think you should also go some
Today down with the headache, sir. Actually,
down with the headache.
yes, sir.
You need good.
Jaggeries.
Jaggeries.
Yes.
You know jaggery?
Yes, sir. Yes.
हाँ बच्चे तंग कर रहे हैं आपको बहुत तंग कर रहे हैं so training audit becomes very important when I mean you have the people around who are ready to change, who are ready to improve, but then it is a challenging task, right? Level of training audit at program level, department level, and then organizational level. So training audit could be at these three different levels. You can think for another level also and add to it in case if you feel. Sudeep?
Yes, sir.
But otherwise, these three level, generally we prepare the training audit. I think this was one of the important aspect of training auditor because whenever the training auditor, I mean, you also must have seen one of the, I mean, best brain will be used basically for the audit. One of the best trainer will be used for auditing. So invariably it is done, but it's very challenging. And if we talk about the qualities of the training auditors, what we generally mention as well, the training auditor should be well versed with the training methodology or training technology. He should possess skills in designing data collection, instruments, problem diagnosis, root cause analysis, and report writing. So he should be skilled in these aspects. He must have sound interpersonal skills in areas like interviewing, counseling, giving, and receiving feedbacks. So, as you say, you need a iron heart for receiving feedback. So, auditor also should be of both, because as an auditor, he has to give feedback on some training aspect. But before he gives feedback, he has to receive feedback from the different constituents, right?
Yes, sir.
He must be familiar with the organization and training functions. Organization, because then it is easy for him to give the findings, give the review. He should be ready to undertake different roles like helper, inspector, expert, motivator, or consultant. You see, as a senior position, as you grow, you are not to work like a normal, like a beginner, or but you have to do different roles, starting from like apprentice engineer to the senior level HR head. So you have to do all the roles, different roles. So even auditors should be of that caliber, and then he could be unbiased and unjust. Auditor must have enough maturity to ensure organizational effectiveness. This maturity, this maturity is very important, because because of maturity you will find there are a lot of people who are unable to gel with the new environment, and they find they don't do justice with the basically the work which they get. So slowly and slowly you must become mature enough to understand the different aspects. Benefits of training audit: simple, continuous improvement of effectiveness of training is ensured. Training function is linked with organizational objectives and need of the employees. So benefits of training audit, basically you see the audit must be carried out so that the employees need is taken care. The how the employee growth takes place in the organization, either intellectually or get skilled in future activities. Very few organization gives you such opportunities, but any organization per se, they have to be very futuristic at HR level, or at a CEO level. You see, they have to understand in which direction we are going and how can we improve things around. What will be the requirements after 4 years or 5 years? What will be the requirements after 10 years? So if those things are taken care, then we can ensure the employees' improvements and organizational objectives can be achieved. Audit must ensure better faculties. It is easy to produce procedure manual and trainer manual. Audit should become the part of that also. That manual could exist as well, but they may not exist, and training audit might help to proceed to produce a procedure manual or trainer manual. It shows the direction for the organizational effectiveness. And overall, if you see, it must show the direction in which the organization is approaching. Right? What about your assignments? Have you done it? Rupesh, I think you are only available. Sudeep?
No, sir. Have started it, but not completed. Only one question.
As far as the paper 7 is concerned, how do you find
Yes, sir.
the assignment questions? Is it okay? Or you are able to do it?
Yeah, we have to study, but yes, it's okay, sir. first question, so definitely it's okay. Already covered.
Already covered.
Yes, sir. I mean, question is, I want to show you.
Let me see if
I have pasted in, sir, chat box. Training for newly joined and mid-level managers.
in
Evaluate
your
the outcome of the training.
organization, I'll just read. In your organization, they would have conducted a training program for the newly joined mid-level manager to evaluate the outcome of the training conducted. Which model of the evaluation was being used? Elaborate this in details, covering all 3 stages. Good. So we learned about the different model. You can mention and you can use
Yes.
one of them, right?
Yes, sir.
And then details covering all 3 stages. So you can consider these 3 different stages and explain them.
Stages of the, I mean, pre-training, during training, and post-training.
Yeah.
It means, no, sir.
Ha. 3 stages.
And
generally
this
we-
Kirkpatrick model I have used because it's a mid-level manager training and it's a newly joined.
Okay.
It's a newly joined mid-level managers training.
Uh-huh.
So there would be no, I mean, ROI. We don't
Yeah.
need to.
Even sir, I have also
Yes,
done
yes.
my assignment. So even I have just used just Kirkpatrick model because I have conducted this newly joined middle level managers training. Lot of like induction program is there, refresher program is also there. So we have already used Kirkpatrick model.
Kirkpatrick model.
Yes,
Absolutely fine.
Yeah, here ROI is not possible because they have newly joined.
Yeah, newly joined. So Kirkpatrick model is the best, I mean, suited for this kind of training.
Okay. And what about the zero model? Has
That
anybody
cannot be
used the zero model?
It's almost the same thing, sir. Only the your nomenclature is changing. Otherwise, it is like Kirkpatrick only.
Sir, in the zero model, the zero has differentiated out of 4, which the Kirkpatrick has given the option of 4 by reaction, learning, behavior, result. So zero has deliberately more. He has divided reaction को 2 part में कर दिया है, behavior को भी 3 part में कर दिया है. So he has given a deeper knowledge of that evaluation method.
Correct. So if somebody wants to suppose write those deeper model, that can be used. In that case, you can basically use those. No.
सर बट 10 नंबर के क्वेश्चन के लिए 2000 वर्ड में अगर जीरो को हम एक्सप्लेन करेंगे तो वो बियॉन्ड चला जाएगा 2000 वर्ड में.
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. थोड़ा सा स्मार्ट प्ले करना होगा, हो जाएगा.
अच्छा सर, वर्मा सर, इस बार का क्या असाइनमेंट हमें मेल भी करना है कि खाली उसी में पोस्ट करना है?
नहीं, अगर पोस्ट कर सकते हैं और हो जाता है.
सर हो गया कर दिया.
हो गया. आप तो लीडर हैं, फिर तो
कर दिया सर.
इसलिए आपको हेडेक हो गया.
हम लोगों को भी भेज दीजिए, हम लोग भी थोड़ा बहुत चेंज करके वही टाप देंगे.
आप कर दिए इसलिए हेडेक हो रहा है, हम लोग नहीं किए इसलिए हेडेक हो रहा है.
मेरा तो आई लॉस्ट अबाउट 10-12 दिन मेरा तो ऐसे ही बर्बाद हो गया.
मेरा भी इधर काफी इनिशियली बहुत ज्यादा.
Actually, I opted the time from morning 7 AM to 10 AM because तब तक वो मेरा छोटा वाला बेटा सोता रहता है और अगर वो जाग गया तो फिर कर नहीं पाऊंगा. So I opted at time.
उसके
नहीं,
पहले
हमारा वोट तो नहीं था, बट वो
अच्छा।
मतलब
तो
things had gone.
एक तो ये क्वेश्चन है, तो ये तो हो गया. दूसरा उसको भी डिस्कस कर ले.
हाँ सर,
Yes,
इसमें
yes, sir.
ROI कैप्चर करना कह रहा है. बट अगेन सर, ये ट्रेनीज का ये है, एंड कैलकुलेटिंग ROI फॉर दैट प्रोग्राम फॉर
हाँ.
ट्रेनिंग, वो थोड़ा सा आई डोंट नो.
अलग हो रहा है.
सर ट्रेनीज में ROI कैसे करेंगे, दैट इज द क्वेश्चन.
Sir, training, during the training program ROI, we can calculate not in terms of monetary, in terms of benefit is the organizational benefit, which can be a quality, effectiveness, business impact, and job results.
नहीं
जब ROI का जो सेशन ले रहे थे, तो उसमें रिमेम्बर we discussed about those points.
नहीं, that is fine sir, उसमें इशू, वो अंडरस्टैंडिंग में प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. What I am saying is, जो ट्रेनी ले रहे हैं, ट्रेनी, what I presume from the question, ट्रेनी means जो फ्रेशर्स को ले रहे हैं.
एक मिनट, वो क्वेश्चन देख लें. कहाँ है क्वेश्चन?
हाँ सर.
Are you putting?
पोस्ट किया है सर, पोस्ट किया. Yes sir.
Yes sir.
पोस्ट कर
Question
दिया.
is, for a training program, conduct for a group of 40 trainees in your company, in the column of supervisor or managers or workers or trainers or technicians, whichever is relevant to your
अच्छा,
field
तो
of
फिर
work.
वो एक्सपीरियंस वालों को लेकर के, बिकॉज व्हाट आई वाज थिंकिंग कि ट्रेनी का मतलब है जो न्यू जॉइनीज आ रहे हैं, फ्रेश आउट ऑफ कॉलेज, फ्रेशर्स. तो उसका ROI में आई वाज फाइंडिंग कि उसको कैसे करना है.
You see, न्यू फ्रेशर के केस में what I feel, अगर ROI कैलकुलेट करना है, तो not in the short term you calculate in suppose 6 months time or 1 year time. टोटल आप जो एक्सपेंडिचर हो रहा है ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम का, so you calculate that and then try to find out what are the benefits out of it. Suppose आप एक सप्ताह का ट्रेनिंग कर रहे, तो उसका प्रोडक्टिविटी में और उसका आउटपुट में विद इन सपोज 3 months का कैलकुलेट किए, तो कितना बेनिफिट हुआ. So that is the way we can do. Following for calculating the ROI of that program: levels, strategies, techniques, statistical analytical methods you propose to make use for analyzing the data. Right?
Right.
Yes sir.
So this is what I think we are all in the different classes. If you see, we are I mean basically knowing all these things: levels, strategies, techniques. So we can use those, we can methods and the statistical methods. So that we can basically summarize. Jitender?
Yes sir.
I think
Yes sir. Yes sir.
You have finished it. बता दो आप.
I have finished sir. I have submitted on the portal. There is option, वो portal में हो रहा है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, कोई technical glitch नहीं है.
Very good.
You can easily write down, and either you can just save the copy at desktop and you can attach the document. Either you can just copy and paste whatever you have written in the Word document. You can copy and paste in the SCAD format.
नहीं, वो सब तो समझ गए. अभी थोड़ा आंसर भी बता दो ना इसका.
Answer, sir, see, question 1 and question 2.
Question 1 का तो हो गया.
Question 2, I have conducted training. So on the basis of that, I have divided just levels क्या है. So levels में I have divided input, process, acquisition, application, organizational payoffs. These are the levels I have just, and that strategies. What are the strategies I have used? Quality, effectiveness, business impact, behavior change. ये है. और technique क्या है? Technique pre, post, evaluation, influence, performance KPI, certification, and senior report and feedback. This I have just mentioned in that. वो
strategies में उसको नहीं लिखा longitudinal design, ex post facto design.
सर वो डीपर में उसमें दिया है ना, ये मैंने आपको हेडिंग वो हेडर बताया, वो दिया है उसमें.
तो नहीं, उसको हम एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं ना स्ट्रेटेजी।
हाँ, श्योर सर।
सिमिलरली लेवल्स भी जो है, लेवल में वैसे 2-3 लेवल्स हो सकता है ना। कौन कौन लेवल?
सर जैसे मैंने जो लेवल लिया है, मैंने लेवल 5 लिया है। आई एम जस्ट डीपली इनपुट एंड प्रोसेस किया है मैंने। लेवल 2 है मेरा एक्विजिशन। इनपुट एंड प्रोसेस में क्या है, ट्रेनिंग मटेरियल क्या है, ठीक है, देन उसका क्या वे ऑफ एक्सेप्टेबिलिटी और एफिशिएंसी क्या है वो दिखा है। दूसरा लेवल है एक्विजिशन का, क्या है पे ऑफ इंडिविजुअल का है, ग्रुप्स का है, लर्निंग इम्प्लीमेंटेशन का है। तीसरा है एप्लीकेशन का, ऑन द जॉब कर रहे हैं, क्लासरूम कर रहे हैं, कैसे कर रहे हैं। देन चौथा है ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल पे ऑफ का, तो पांचवा है आउटकम का। ये लेवल किया मैंने, क्योंकि इसी लेवल पे वी हैव कंडक्टेड ट्रेनिंग ऑन प्रीवियस असाइनमेंट्स।
Okay. And what about techniques?
Techniques, sir, I have used pre and post, before and after training, evaluation after the learning project. क्या है evaluation, जैसे feedback हम लोग बोलते हैं। फिर उनका influence क्या है performance KPI में, before joining the training and after attending the training, and certification उनका, and the concerned senior reports like feedback कि how they have performed or how they have improved their KPIs। और इसी से रिलेटेड फिर मैंने ट्रेनिंग ROI को ऐड किया है कि अगर परफॉर्मेंस इंप्रूव होती है तो एनुअल रेवेन्यू जो होगा या एनुअल टारगेट जो होगा या जो भी टारगेट्स उनको दिए गए वो मीट आउट होंगे। सो दैट विल बी रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ ट्रेनिंग व्हाट वी हैव गिवन।
Sudeep?
अभी सर I have not started.
You have not started.
मैं शुरू ही नहीं किया हूँ।
बट टेक्निक में आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
My mind is blank, sir.
But in general, I think when we talk about the strategies and techniques and levels, we can mention about what we have basically in classes or in this particular syllabus as per the book. What Jitendra says, he mentions few of the other things, but as far as the course is concerned, you can mention that also. That will be fine.
Okay.
So like उसमें सर नंबर मिलेगा कि 0/सन्नाटे मिलेगा जो मैंने लिखा?
नहीं, नंबर तो आपको मिलेगा।
अच्छा,
आई थिंक उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। आपने तो लिखा है तो उसमें मिलेगा, बट दैट आल्सो कैन बी एडेड, like in when we talk about the different techniques, so we can mention about those what we were just mentioning about Kirkpatrick model and Phillips and different techniques.
सर एक छोटा सा सर एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करना चाहूंगा। रीजन क्या है, ये जो क्वेश्चंस है ना, जैसे मैं हिमालय में हूँ तो हमारा जैसे मैं अभी संडे को मैं 10 से वो कर रहा हूँ। संडे को छोड़ के पर डे मेरी 3 क्लासेस होती हैं वर्चुअल की।
ओके,
9 से 11, 12 से 3 और 5 से 7। सो ये वर्चुअल ट्रेनिंग है। इस वर्चुअल ट्रेनिंग में मेजरली अभी हमारा नया बैच ज्वाइन हुआ है, सो वो सीनियर लेवल था बैंड 1 का, तो उनके लिए इंडक्शन चल रहा है, एक रिफ्रेशर चल रहा है, ठीक है, एक मैनेजमेंट डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम है जिनका अप्रेजल होने वाला है, उनके अप्रेजल का लेटर मेरे पास आया है, सो हम उनका ऑनलाइन क्विज कर रहे हैं।
Okay.
So इस तरीके का जो भी एक्सपीरियंस है वो मैंने लाइव एग्जांपल्स उसमें शेयर किया।
Absolutely, that's what I said. It's absolutely fine. But for others who are there, Rupesh and Sudeep only are there.
सर ये तो मोस्ट सीनियर है सर, इन लोग के लिए तो इजी होगा, एक कप ऑफ टी दैट विल बी।
Yes,
easy.
उल्टा है
इजी केक वॉक है सर।
उल्टा है।
Sudeep also will do. So I think assignments I will request Rupesh, Sudeep, please complete it and submit before time. Okay?
Right, sir.
श्योर सर, वो तो हो जाएगा।
हो जाएगा, वेरी गुड। बट एक चीज आप ये जरूर ध्यान रखेंगे कि ये जो बुक है ना, जिसमें हम बोल रहे थे ना कि इसमें जो मेथड्स लिखा हुआ है, तो जनरली इसमें 20 इयर्स ओल्ड रेफरेंसेस है। लास्ट हमने सेमेस्टर में भी इसको पर्टिकुलर एम्फसाइज किया था। एंड एज जितेंद्र आल्सो मेंशंस, सर प्रेजेंटली जो व्हाटएवर द वे वी आर डूइंग इट ट्रेनिंग, certainly we like to prepare the narratives and reply those. So I will request all of you to prepare the narratives as per the current one, and that is what makes you the better trainer.
सर एक क्वेश्चन पूछना है सर, वर्मा सर, एक
That
क्वेश्चन
prepares you for the future. Yes, please.
सर, ये जो आपने सिलेबस हम लोगों को दिया था, उस सिलेबस में ये मेरे को फोर्थ वाले पेपर के लिए बड़ी डिफिकल्ट हुआ मेरे को, क्योंकि इसमें जो सिलेबस आपने दिया है, इसमें एक सेकंड सर, आई एम ओपनिंग दैट। इसमें जैसे आपने रेफरेंस दिया था कि इस चैप्टर के लिए ये वाला, मतलब इस टॉपिक के लिए ये चैप्टर पढ़ लो, ठीक है, बट पेपर 8 है उसमें सिर्फ दिया है चैप्टर 7 ऑफ जानकीपुरम। अगोचिया का कौन सा चैप्टर पढ़ना है सर, वो नहीं समझ में आ रहा।
किसके लिए? पेपर 7 के लिए?
पेपर 8 के लिए सर, पेपर 8 के लिए।
पेपर 8 के लिए कोई पेपर नहीं है अगोचिया
नहीं
ना।
अच्छा, नहीं है
नहीं है।
ओके,
ये मैंने नहीं दिया है, ये
Okay.
ISTT ने दिया।
अरे सर मिला तो आपसे
मैं तो डिप्लोमा इन चार्ज हूँ ना, पोस्ट ऑफिस, so there are few things which I pass on to the students.
सर जब हम मंदिर पे जाते हैं तो सबसे पहले गणेश जी को प्रणाम करते हैं, तो हम गणेश जी को जानते हैं, उसके बाद मंदिर कोई भी हो।
नहीं, कोई एब्सोल्युटली फाइन। उसमें अगोचिया में कोई चैप्टर नहीं दिया हुआ है, केवल वो जानकी रमन में ही दिया हुआ है। वही चीज आपको हमने भेज दिया था।
अच्छा सर, मेरे कुछ कलीग हैं, उन्होंने 84 बैच ज्वाइन किया है, उनकी
हाँ।
बुक जो हमने देखी है, जो उनके बुक्स हैं या उनके सब्जेक्ट्स हैं, वो ज्यादा मतलब और डीपर में है कंपेयर टू हमारे 83 बैच के।
ओके, वो
हाँ,
ये
हाँ।
यू सी, पहले क्या था, ये 2 बुक थे और इसमें पर्टिकुलर चैप्टर का कोर्स बना दिया था। अभी नाउ दे हैव प्रिपेयर्ड लोकल बैठ करके, एक्सपर्ट बैठ करके एक पेपर का पूरा अपना सिलेबस बनाया, तो दैट मस्ट बी द लिटिल डीपर।
तो वो सर सॉफ्ट कॉपी हम लोगों को मिल सकती है बुक्स की? अगर सॉफ्ट कॉपी अगर हम लोग को मिल जाए?
जरूरत नहीं है, आप तो ऐसे एक्सपर्ट, आपने लास्ट टाइम एग्जाम दे दिया था सारे पेपर का?
हाँ सर।
क्लियर भी हो गया? रिजल्ट तो अभी आया नहीं।
रिजल्ट आया ही नहीं सर।
कोई नहीं, आपने जब दे दिया ना तो चिंता करने का बात नहीं है। और अभी ये 4 पेपर पे आप फोकस करो, और इस 4 पेपर
सब जो नहीं दिए उनका,
हाँ, उनको अगर मतलब आपको पढ़ना है तो फिर मंगवा सकते हैं, बट आई एम नॉट श्योर, उस पर डिस्कशन अभी चल रहा था, बिकॉज प्रेजेंटली दे डोंट हैव अ पेपर अवेलेबल।
ओके,
तो बट कुछ दिन में हो सकता है वो अवेलेबल रहे। अदरवाइज जैसे जितेंद्र बोल रहा है, कोई जूनियर से अगर मिल गया तो उसका मांग के कभी बोरो करके पढ़ सकते, राइट? So this was all about the 5th session, and in 6th session we will study about the effectiveness of the training program, and then suggestions for making training effective, right? This we will study in next session, and next session will be the last class before we go for the review.
सर कब होगा ये, कौन सी डेट में?
किसकी? ये
लास्ट क्लास अपनी कब होगी? ये जो
एक मिनट, मैं अपना कैलेंडर देख के बता देता हूँ। अप्रैल, मई, जून, 6th जून को फर्स्ट क्लास, 6th क्लास, एंड देन 20th जून को द सेकंड क्लास।
सर एग्जाम डेट क्या होगी, कुछ पता हो सकता है कुछ?
एग्जाम डेट मोस्ट प्रोबेबली 20th है ना, तो 27, 28 जून, अगर मतलब सब कुछ टाइम पे हुआ तो। नहीं तो सम टाइम अभी क्या हो रहा है ना, because of this lockdown and other thing, it's getting postponed for a week or month or something like that. Sometime July में हो सकता है, so we will wait when they give date, ISTD.
सही है।
Lockdown तो again in Delhi also it has been extended. In UP where I am,
even UP sir 24 till 24.
UP also has been extended. So finally concluding, data analysis and statistical methods are becoming important in today's information age. So just
सर ये रिजल्ट कब तक शो होगा फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर वाला? जो
रिजल्ट आ जाएगा, आप जब एग्जाम दे दिए हो तो आ जाएगा। अभी तो आपने असाइनमेंट भी दे दिया, 4 पेपर दे दिया?
हाँ सर, जब सबमिट करते हैं।
वेरी गुड। चलो बाकी लोग को भी इनकरेज करो, आप सबमिट करो, एंड होपफुली एग्जाम का तैयारी करो।
कोई हो ही गया है सर,
हो ही गया?
हो ही गया।
आप तो गुड। और बताओ।
दूसरा क्या सर, एक्चुअली क्या एनएलपी भी चल रहा है ना सर मेरा, तो एनएलपी खत्म किया है, तो अभी
हाँ।
कोर्स किया है सर चेंज मैनेजमेंट।
एनएलपी खत्म कर लिया?
हाँ सर, एनएलपी कंप्लीट हो गया, सो आई हैव अवॉर्डेड फ्रॉम एनएलपी मास्टर प्रैक्टिशनर,
ओके।
वो हो गया। और एक चेंज मैनेजमेंट का सर खत्म किया अभी, 13 मई को कंप्लीट हुआ है। और एक लीडरशिप एंड डेवलपमेंट का चल रहा है।
बहुत सारा कोर्स कर रहे हो आप।
सर एक्चुअली सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट का एक चस्का लग गया है,
अच्छा।
वही है। हाँ,
ओके।
किसी के बाद दिल पे लग गई है सर, बस वही समझ लीजिए।
क्या किसी की बात?
किसी की बात दिल पे लग गई है।
अच्छा।
हाँ।
चलो गुड।